Wagwan Rule Boys, we are back again, now in video format, because it's a hell of a lot easier. We're carrying on the top 20 video games of all time, and the list just gets better and better. We've had some awesome titles in the last couple of weeks, and we hope to keep your gaming taste buds happy with these next titles. Starting again, we're going back in with number 14, and it's a pretty big title, and I know the guy next to me is very excited for this one.
Yes, I like this one.
A lot.
Yes.
Full of happiness.
First PS2 game in the whole list.
The first, is it really?
Yeah.
Good God. And
Japan
definitely
Studio.
And definitely one of the most visceral titles I've
And
ever
there you go,
seen.
folks. Shadow of the Colossus. If there was ever a question, can games be art? Then this game answers that question.
Most definitely.
Yes, they can. And the interesting thing about this game is you're actually playing quite a bad person. I was doing things for very selfish reasons.
Yeah. He's killing all those big things.
Yeah. And it's just purely to save the person he loves, but it's total selfishness. I mean, these big colossi things have not done anything wrong.
And he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Kills them all.
And it's interesting, and this is like the first time you see one in the game. And back in 2005, this was like a
Insane.
wow.
Yeah,
It's
this
like
was insane.
total wow moment.
Definitely.
I think it's the biggest thing you'd ever seen on a game.
Yeah, totally. And it definitely pushed the PlayStation 2 to the limits of its capabilities. Like we said before, it definitely shows that consoles near the end of their lifespan, unfortunately, actually pushed the very last little bits of awesomeness out of it, and this game does that totally.
Yeah, if you've never played this game, essentially there's a series of giant colossi that you have to fight. There's 16 in total. You basically have to find the weak points on the body and attack them that way to take them out to save the woman you love. It's a very simple concept, but it's an awesome game.
Yeah, definitely, and it's a kind of a mixture between obviously people might remember Eco, which was before this, and this had more of a platforming kind of Legend of Zelda element to it as well. And in fact, I would actually say I prefer this Legend of Zelda in many respects, just because, well, just look at it. I mean, good God, like you can't get any better than that. I really don't think I've seen a game looking as pretty, and it's probably why it sold so well. Back a couple of months ago, it was the biggest selling game on the PlayStation 3, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, and if you have got a PlayStation 3 and you've never played this game, you can get a HD version of it.
And
and this is one of those bittersweet moments where you kill one, and it's all rather sad, very somber music.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome game, should definitely check it out.
Definitely. Go get it. And moving swiftly forward with the top 20, in at number 13 is an utter scarefest, and it's damn fantastic.
Yeah, if you're a fan of horror games and you've never played this you should.
Scare you, absolutely.
Yeah. This is one of the must-play horror games of all time.
Yeah, and it will scare the living daylights out of you.
And it's published by Nintendo, believe it or not.
Which is an oh my god moment, because it was the first mature rated game Nintendo put their
it was
name
indeed.
to.
And it's also one of the finest games you can play on the GameCube, which is a very, very underrated console.
And by a company that unfortunately is bitten the bullet.
What happened to them? They just vanished.
And it's a shame.
But there you go, folks. If you can't read that...
That's what happens if you keep buying Call of Duty. Good games get...
Yeah. It's eternal darkness. Sanity's requiem.
Man, I am speechless for this game, just because I remember playing it when I was just a wee boy, and this scared the daylights out of me on more than one occasion.
It's a very freaky game. Basically, you play as this woman, Alexandra,
who is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer ripoff.
She is indeed. And she essentially goes through a bunch of diaries to try and solve something. We don't really want to go into it and ruin too much.
Yeah,
but
don't want to give it away.
You essentially play as different characters through different periods of time, and all these stories interconnect.
Yeah.
At some point through the game.
And it's one of those games where, okay, can't deny it. The video doesn't do it justice, and it's for the GameCube. I think we can say it's probably not the prettiest game on the GameCube.
No.
But saying that, it just goes to show that graphics don't mean anything. Because
this game was something to experience, rather. I mean, it looks very generic just watching a video of it.
Yeah,
but it's such an experience playing it.
Yeah, because it threw something out there.
Yeah.
And there was a nice mixture of puzzles and combat and it all kind of played into itself. Like puzzles would sometimes look quite easy, but then
be
become
quite complex,
frustratingly hard.
Yeah. And there's also some amazing insanity effects in this game. Basically, your character could go crazy, and the game would do things like it'd say your memory card was corrupt, and it'd say it'd erased all your data off your memory card.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the volume used to turn down on its own.
Yeah,
and such things.
Yeah, and just crazy stuff. In fact, my favourite one is it said it was a demo. It's a demo of the game. Crazy. But yeah, Eternal Darkness, what a game. The list just seems to get better and better, David. What do you think?
It does indeed. Well, we're getting to the big top 10 now, so the games are going to get bigger and better as we keep trundling along towards number one.
The cusp, the very cusp of gaming awesomeness, personified in video format. And, well, yeah, you're just going to have to keep tuning in, week out on Sundays, where you can see the top 20 video games of all time, all the way up until number 1, which is just going to blow your minds, because we're not like everyone else. We're not going to put something stupid in, like Tetris. Good God. But yeah, make sure to click the videos above so you can watch the weeks previous to these, where you might actually see our faces in it. And make sure you do the normal like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, where you can get insights into the latest geeky stuff. And well, yeah, you'd just be stupid not to. So yeah, bye.